for the toss. The coin will go up for the final time in the one-day series. Chris Board with the two captains and Habibul Bashar, as always, to spin the coin. Heads is the call from Saurabh. And heads it is. And what have you decided, Saurabh?
Oh, we'll have a bat.
Still hurting from yesterday? Still bleeding?
A little bit, but that's past. We got to be positive today and win this game.
What do you reckon is a good score here? It played pretty okay yesterday.
We played very well, full part of the 100 overs. It's going to be a good wicket again. We just got to go and bat and keep on judging as the game goes on.
How much is the pressure on you today? It's 1-all in the series.
Well, there's always going to be pressure at this level, especially when you have a bad day like yesterday. That's what you play international cricket for, and we've got to handle it and give our best today.
And your team for today? Any changes in the side?
Oh yeah, we've got a few changes. We've got Sachin back, Rahul back, Harbhajan back. The rest remains the same as yesterday. The guys who are not playing are Dinesh Mongia, Murli Karthik, Irfan Pathan and Sriram.
Well, have a good one today, sir. Well, Habibul, you've lost the toss. First of all, back on ground?
Yes, it is. I mean, we have to forget what happened yesterday to the fresh game, so we want to make it start again.
A terrific performance yesterday. Today is a new day. It gives you a chance to win the one-day series, which doesn't happen too often.
Yes, we are not at this position all the time quite often, I mean. But what we decided to do, I mean, we need to do our stuff rather than thinking what is happening in the match. We like to do our games.
You think this pitch will play similar to the one yesterday?
It looks same. Hopefully it helps. It will does same like yesterday.
And your team for today?
We got two changes. We got two injuries. Taposh Bhushan and Hasibul Hussain. One is for groin and one is for shoulder. So Hasibul Hussain and Mushfiqur Rahman came in.
Well, have a good one today, Habibul.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's the news from the centre. India have won the toss and they've had no hesitation in batting first. And he's up against Virendra Sehwag. He's the man he dismissed yesterday. And straight away on target. Bangladesh got the early breakthroughs yesterday. They had India at one stage at 5 for 2. Mushrafi Murtaza was the man who dismissed Sehwag with a very good delivery. Watch here, this one nips back and crashes into middle and off. A yawning gap there between bat and pad, and that was exposed. But that was the 26th of December. Today is the 27th. What I like about Mushrafi Murtaza, Athar, is the way he starts. You know, there's no gentle looseness. He's bang on target right from the outset. We saw that in the test matches. We saw that yesterday in the one-day game, and we've seen it with the first two balls here.
Yes, I think the key is to bowl on target from the very first ball. He's just 21 years of age. Played his first ODI after his injury, after 1.5 years layoff. And what a start, dream start, dream comeback for him. And it's always good to see bowlers coming and hitting the target right from the word go. That means pressure is on all the time to the opposing batsman.
The first runs on the board will be a leg by. And he goes after that. That's a blazing start. Well, that's one thing with Sehwag. He may have failed in 3 innings, but that's not going to stop him playing his natural game. And that's why I keep saying he has to be one of the most dangerous players in world cricket. Look at that stride forward. He was launching himself.
Hasibul Hussain making his comeback. Look how wide that delivery is. And we all know he's a cracking batsman. Anything wide outside the off-stump, he'll just blaze it through the covers. Point area. No real good feet movement, but placement was perfect right on top of that one.
That's punched off the back foot through the onside. Once again, this is a quick outfield. And 3 runs comfortably taken. One thing for sure, there would have been a lot of chat in the Indian dressing room about yesterday's performance. They will come out pumped up. And one of the real frustrations about Indian cricket this year, especially one-day cricket, has been the lack of consistency. Not quite timing it, but he'd still get a couple, if not more. In fact, that should have been just a single. It's ended up in a boundary. The man chasing it was Khalid Mahmood Sujan, and Sujan was very, very stiff. He was escorting the ball to the boundary there instead of cutting the angle. Have a look at this. He should have cut it right there. But in the end, just escorting it. The ball wins. Sujan loses. That's a glorious shot to end the over. Just easing it through the offside. The timing was exquisite. 9 of the over, 29 for no loss.
That's been turned square. Definitely 2, but the outfield is fast. It just might carry the distance. That's 4. So runs now beginning to come for India.
Straying on the pads is always asking for trouble, and that's what Hasibul's got. The fielder is about mid-wicket, not really square leg, and the ball's gone past the square leg area. I think the Bangladeshi bowlers are looking to be a little stiff today. Murtaza definitely stiff, because he had a big part to play. He was the man of the match yesterday, batted well. During that batting, he played some fine shots. He ran briskly between wickets, and then he came in and bowled exceedingly well. So he's a little sore and stiff, and that's very evident from the follow-through itself. You can make out that he's a little bit on the stiffer side there. He's just holding his side, so he's not as loose as he was yesterday. Fast bowlers need to be nice and loose to be able to come in and bowl at their best.
Off the hips once again, but just for one. Absolutely right, Sunny. The entire team, in fact, is looking slightly lesser than yesterday. If that made any sense to the viewers. But I did see them in the morning loosening up in the pool at the hotel. They were going through their paces. The whole intention was to get them a little looser. They did a long stint in the pool to try and relax their muscles. They were really spent yesterday. That's been flicked, this time with no chance for the fielder. Really no point chasing that one. That's a trademark Sachin Tendulkar. Again, and that'll be 4. That's an absolute beauty. Great timing, great placement. 9 gone, 46 without loss. 23 and 20. Ominous signs for Bangladesh. The 2 most dangerous batsmen in the world getting set. That's one thing that they didn't want. Virender Sehwag, Sachin Tendulkar, both getting set. Now what do you do? Whoops, they're almost played on.
I don't think the ball came on as quickly as Tendulkar thought it would, because it was banged in short, and with the fielders in the 30-yard circle, Tendulkar was trying to go over the top, pull it over mid-wicket. This inside edge brings the 50 of the partnership.
Actually, this was asking to be hit. Didn't come on as quick as he thought. 50 of the partnership out of 55 balls. Now they haven't been really going for the bowling, and yet they've got 5.5 runs and over. They were a bit circumspect to begin with. Changes in the field. Short fine leg catching. A square point. So already on the defensive. That's 4. That was asking for the treatment it got. You can't bowl short and wide to Sachin Tendulkar.
He's in his 5th over, but Hasibul's finding a comeback to international cricket a difficult one. He's conceding runs at almost 6.5, and the reason he's conceding runs at 6.5 and over is he's bowling short, he's giving the batsman room. He cannot afford to give batsmen like Tendulkar little bit of width around the off stump, particularly with the fielders in the 30-yard circle. No protection there.
That's been taken and smashed over mid-wicket for 4. So lots of problems for Hazibul. It's 58 without loss. That's 4. He advanced down the track. He's really now attacking the bowling. Sachin Tendulkar slammed it past, smashed it past mid-on for 4.
At this pace, he's not really going to be worried about anybody banging the bowling shot, and certainly not on this pitch. This is a typical one-day shot, going down the pitch, lofting it over the fielder at mid-on. Safe shot. There is a deep mid-wicket, but he's hit it wide of mid-on. No problems at all.
Immediately the slip comes out, short mid-wicket there. I don't think that's going to bother Sachin. He's in this mood. That's cleverly done. There's no square leg fielder. He's just flicked it off his pads for 4. There's only a deep mid-wicket. You can't afford to even bowl straight with this kind of a field. Beautifully played.
Once again, bowling at the pads. And it's easy, really. If the fielder is in the circle, Tendulkar doesn't even have to do anything different. He's just got to help the ball along.
There's not even a square leg. The fielder is at deep mid-wicket. So anything towards square leg is 4. Some more field adjustments. Now you're getting a square leg in and not a mid-wicket. And now that slip fielder, leg slip fielder has also come very square. But the point is that you cannot even bowl straightish line. You've got to be outside off stump. He's done it again. This is what I mean. You can't even bowl straight to Sachin with this kind of field and in this kind of mood that he's in. 13 of the over, 71 without loss. He's gone over the top. He hasn't gotten hold of it. It doesn't appear to. And yet he's got 6. Are my eyes playing tricks on me, Sunny?
Yes, they are. Because you saw the swing of the bat. I think even the sound was very sweet. And if, according to you, Virendra Sehwag hasn't got hold of this, what would happen when he actually gets hold of the ball? There it is, right smack in the middle. He's been given a little bit of room to maneuver his arms. That's another boundary. We did say that now with his ankle giving him problems, he will not try and take the singles. He'll try and deal only in boundaries. 6 and 4.
10 of the first 2. It's happening on every delivery. Now they're going after every delivery. You bowl good length and he's going to go over the top. You bowl short, give him room, and that's what's going to happen to it. Don't even attempt to put your hand in there. Khalid Mahmood thought better than to put his hand in there. He's gone over the top again. That's 4 more. Inside out. Huge problems for Bangladesh. Hasibul in all sorts of problems. What does he do? He doesn't have the pace to bother Sehwag. This wicket is very placid. Both have got set. And Sehwag is on the rampage.
He is indeed. There it is. Whacking the ball away, making Bangladesh pay for getting him out for a duck yesterday.
What can we expect now? More of the same. Not really, a slow one. So that put a break to proceedings. Runs per over 7.29. Bangladesh still to register on that wickets column. It's gone over the top again, and that'll be 4 more. That one he didn't get a hold of, Sunny.
It's still a boundary. Yes, you could say he didn't quite get hold of that because, you know, the sound also wasn't as sweet as the one where he hit the 6er. And his bat closed at the point of impact. So wasn't quite able to get the middle of the bat.
Nothing is happening. There's no swing. There's no pace or bounce off the pitch. There's no pace at all from the bowler. Strategy is anything pitched up is going to go over the top. Short. Lets that pass. Last 3 overs have yielded 43. It's now 89 without loss. It's the slower deliveries that are actually causing the problems. Now you can imagine the intent in the minds of the batsmen. They're just ready to smash anything that they see in their vicinity.
He's got his foot back anyway, so there is no chance. The wicketkeeper standing up. This is, you have to say that the bowler has done a clever thing by bowling the slower delivery, and that too a little wide off the stump.
There was a bit of a wobble there. He played the shot and did tend to lift his foot slightly. The foot was well planted and there was that hint of a wobble, but no damage done. Just the one, couldn't quite get the timing on it. I think the faster they're attempting to bowl, the faster they're being put away. So it's really now sensible to get the pace down a bit. Now take a look at that appeal again. We'll slow it down and show you. He's okay, but maybe slight balance problems now. There it goes up, but the bails come off when his foot is already down. In the air, and it's gone sailing over. How do you describe that shot?
As a Sehwag shot. Khalid Masood coming up and trying to have a word with Habibul Bashar. Habibul Bashar has now got a bit clueless about how to stop the Indians scoring.
Maybe they can attempt to get in Rafiq now, because these two are not even making an impact. That looked to me like an inside-out forehand cross-court.
They should also try and get Khalid Mahmood. He's an experienced bowler.
And again, so that's 50 for Sehwag. I think they're competing with each other. Tendulkar had his chance up early in the over, but Sehwag has beaten him to it.
36 deliveries. 2 consecutive boundaries. 100 partnership also coming up with that shot from Virender Sehwag. Anything pitched up is just going to go. Don't forget, it's 2 days after Christmas. The sales are on. Everything's got to go.
And it is going. First 100 partnership, also the 100 partnership, mind you, 100 runs registered. That has gone a mile. That's what he's got hold of. I was waiting for him to get it in the meat of his bat to tell you all.
Now that is something. Pitched up again. Last 4 overs, 60 runs. It's 106 for no loss. So Khalid Mahmood comes in. Bangladesh are hemorrhaging here. Oh, was that an edge? Yes, the balls. First man goes. Khalid Mahmood picks up the wicket.
The danger man, Sachin Tendulkar goes, and the ground erupted. After yesterday's win, they are all behind Bangladesh, and that was very, very important wicket. He was in a dangerous mood, Sachin out there. Good bowling by Khalid Mahmood, extra bounce, roll of the wrist, slightly slow delivery, and you can see this extra bounce have done him there, and great catch by Khalid. Top catch by Khalid Masood. What a keeper he is. He has been for Bangladesh. Sachin, 47 breezing off, 106 for 1 India.
Hi, I'm Saurav Ganguly. I'm a right-arm quick bowler and a left-hand batsman.
I think it was meant to be a laugh.
I hope so. Quick bowler. My God, I can't get over it.
He has placed that ball to perfection. We talked about the fact that Sehwag is brutal. That was precise. 2 men on the boundary, and he has hit the ball bang in between. Oh, that was beautiful. It's gone up to 69.
There's a clever shot. He knew there's a mid-wicket fielder there, but there was a huge gap between that fielder and a square leg fielder. Again, he's went there. There's a fielder there now. He moved a bit towards that, towards leg umpire. End of the over. 8 from the over. 125 for 1.
Mashrafi Murtaza, 5 overs 22. That was the lull before the storm. Asif Hussain and Mushfiqur Rahman bore the brunt of it. None for 53 from 6 and none for 30 from 2. There he goes again. Fielder coming under it. It's a sensational catch. Mohammad Ashraful on the edge of the boundary.
What a catch. And look at the crowd. They are enjoying it. There's a noise there. They are backing their side, and Ashraful the man. What a great catch that was, and what a talent Ashraf has. Coming into ball, this is normal delivery, and Sehwag goes to a mid-wicket, and he runs from mid-on towards mid-wicket. And the secret was eye on the ball till the last minute, and jump at the last minute. What a catch! A great catch by great talent.
So both the openers are gone then, and Sri Lanka and Bangladesh have produced some inspiring cricket. Sehwag 70, it's 125 for 2.
Hi, I'm Rahul Dravid, age 31, right-hand middle order batsman, right-arm bowler, and also a wicket-keeper.
Occasional wicket-keeper is not keeping in this series, I can tell you.
But the best thing was right-arm batsman, bowler, also a keeper, and stand-in captain.
Now the Bangabandhu Stadium starts to resemble a football ground as the cheering starts with every ball. We've just seen another wonderful catch, and if Bangladesh are turning the corner, and I hope they do in one-day cricket, it's wonderful to see that they're doing it on the base of their fielding. It's been pretty pedestrian over the years. Now it is picking up steam. This is a wonderful catch. He might have given himself another couple of feet behind, but it's always tough when you're on the line. You don't know exactly where it is.
I mean, it cash shows the talent this guy has. And look at this, a jump at the last minute. Eye on the ball, just having a jump, knowing where the boundary line was. And Khalid Mahmood is also very, very excited. That was an important wicket. Oh, that's a great shot. That is a great shot by Dravid between mid-on and mid-wicket. Great start for him. Straight away, boundary.
That's in the air, and just falling short of Nafiz Iqbal in the deep. Well, Shujon thought that he had another wicket. Khalid Mahmood has already picked up a couple. Could have been number 3.
Yes, 2 big wickets for Khalid Mahmood, the experienced campaigner. Slicing this attempted drive over mid-off. And he thought maybe the fielder could have come in a little quicker. Slower delivery.
Again, chipping it in the air. He's varying his pace here. He's mixing it up. Just sliding his fingers across the seam to take the pace off the ball. I think he's most of the time now bowling fast off cutters.
Nicely worked out by Rahul Dravid. We have boundary, yes it is. Neatly hit between the 2 fielders, one at deep fine leg and one at deep square leg.
Well, he's not happy. Oh, there you see the arms going up. I think if Khalid Mahmood had a choice, he would have 14 fielders on the ground, if not 15. You must understand, he cannot have a fielder everywhere. And he goes for that. He'll get a boundary for it. He's eyeing that mid-wicket region. So the pressure is on Khalid Mahmood at the start of the over. Well, he's not happy again. Well, he's angry. I mentioned last over, if he had his choice, he would have 15 fielders on the field. But Sujon, the experienced player that he is, should realize that there are some batsmen out there who can find the gap. Watch Sujon here. He's not happy. Now watch his hands take off. In a minute, just about now. He's bowled well. He's picked up a couple of wickets. Oh yes, not angry. He's not happy at all. Oh, he's like a traffic policeman out there. Arms all over the place. But he's brought Bangladesh back into the contest with those 2 wickets.
I tell you what, that fielder at deep fine leg would have had to be Superman to have stopped that ball because it went so far away.
Slog sweep, as we call it, shut on length, and this gone for 4. Slow wickets. You have to be very careful as a medium pacer where you bowl at Saurav Ganguly.
It's more his unique brand of a slog, Wasim bhai. Not quite down on his knees, just waited for it and picked the slower delivery.
That's dangerous again. Played his favourite shot. Is he gone for the max? It has. It's gone all the way to the stands. What a great shot.
What makes that even bigger is the fact that there is a fair area outside the boundary line here, about 25 or 30 yards. It cleared the boundary rope, the advertising boards and the fence. That was massive from Saurav Ganguly.
And Saurav loves these sort of medium pace bowlers on the flat tracks. And here, he wouldn't have done it to Shoaib Akhtar or Brett Lee, but again, that's what.
Saurav Ganguly has been trying for a few of these. Now, some big hitters still to come. Yuvraj Singh, Mohammad Kaif. We saw what Dhoni was capable of yesterday. Didn't show it for long enough. Now, what I started asking Wasim Akram a couple of overs ago was, Yuvraj and Kaif are good stroke players. Is there any wisdom in trying to send an MS Dhoni up the order to get a quick 30 or 40?
I think with Yuvraj there and with Kaif there is no need, because Yuvraj can play his shots and he's quick between the wickets, and Kaif is one of the best runner in the wicket, between the wickets. So I don't think so, unless even there are 2 overs to go. They both are more dangerous than a slogger.
Well, at least that picture shows that unless Yuvraj Singh decides that he's going to come with his little music system and no pads on, he's not coming in next.
I was just imagining myself, the guys are relaxed a bit. For them, I think the game is over yesterday. If it would have been Pakistan team, they would have been, if they would have been smiling after losing to Bangladesh, the whole press and the whole nation would have been after them. Instead of praising the opposition side, that Bangladesh played well. They played great game of cricket.
Ten off the over so far from Aftab Ahmed. Does Saurav Ganguly have one more in store before this over's out? It's taken a while getting off. Delicately played, but he should pick up only a couple for that. Well fielded. Good footwork there. To Ganguly to end that over. It's 187 for 2. Now what did they talk about in the drinks break there? Because he's put that down, but Rahul Dravid will be very disappointed with that. First ball after drinks, he plays an un-Dravid-like shot, a reverse sweep, which should have been pouched fairly easily, but he's put it down after juggling with it.
Yeah, that was a slightly difficult catch, but Ashraf is a quality fielder, juggled around. Great try in the end because he was charging in to save one. Great try by Ashraful and good luck. I don't think so Rahul going to play the shot again now.
We're now in the last 15 overs of the innings and these should be fun. 8 wickets in hand India. Rahul Dravid and Saurav Ganguly at the crease. Yuvraj, Kev, Joginder, Ajit Agarkar, Mahendra Dhoni all to follow. Some fireworks in store at the Bangabandhu. Certainly India will want to reverse what happened yesterday. One of Bangladesh's select few victories, and the last time Bangladesh beat a big team was in May 1999 in Northampton, and the gentleman who captained the losing side, Pakistan, is sitting alongside me, and I'm trying to rekindle some old memories here.
Shot and pull. What a great shot. Bad delivery for 6. It is 6. You don't need to run for that. It was just a poor delivery, especially when the middle is up, and he's 50 up too. 50 up with 69 ball, 2 4s and a 2-6. 59th ODI 50 by Saurav Ganguly, the skipper.
The landmarks continue. Dravid has just reached 1,000 runs in one-day cricket this calendar year. Now Saurav Ganguly gets to yet another half-century mark. He'll want to convert this to 3 figures today. Just about 14 overs and a bit to go. There it is again. Once he starts timing the ball well, just waits for it, stand and deliver. Just watched it all the way.
"12 overs to go, the ball being changed. Obviously got a little muddied, discolored. That's often the case with the white ball. And really, I've always wanted to find out what do they do. Do they clean them up and bring them back the next day for other games, or how do they get these old balls? I'm sure they clean them up.
Most likely, but I think there are few balls which it is scrapped so that they can be used if it is required. New balls taken out of the boxes and scrapped around so that it matches the one which is taken off.
Yeah, but then there's that the hardness doesn't go off them. You can scrape off whatever you want from a new ball, but it still remains a new ball. It's not been pounded for 38 overs. I'm definitely going to ask this question one day. But now to Rahul Dravid. 43 or 55. He's creeped up onto his 50 quite quickly, rather unobtrusively. Oh, that was a short one. He really launched into it. Couldn't quite get it. He just got the inside edge onto the inside of his pad, I think. Sometimes that can hurt.
Just kept a shade low. That might have hurt him. That's a stingy blow. Big inside edge onto his calf. Comes down the track. Fielder there, Khalid Mahmood Shojan. Just a single. Yes, I think both these batsmen have batted well. Even though both these batsmen have been dropped, but you got to take your chances. This was earlier on. Ball keeping a shade low there.
Predictably, he's got over the top, but there's a fielder getting under it. I think he's got to go. Yes, he has. Khalid Mahmood completing the catch. Rajan Saleh with his wicket. He was bowling well. He was keeping the batsman very tight. Saurav Ganguly at last wanted to break the shackles. Couldn't quite manage it.
Rajan Saleh nearly picked Rahul Dravid a couple of overs ago. But this time around, I thought Saurav Ganguly was just a shade too late to come out of his track. Did not get to the pitch of the ball. Elevation not right. Spooned it up. Easy catch to that man. Khalid Mahmood, thick of things. Again once featuring in a wicket. Khalid Mahmood will pick 2 wickets to catch up Saurav Ganguly. He goes out to 55. It's 223 for 3.
This is Mohammad Kaif, right-hand batsman.
can add a magnificent fielder to that as well. 24 years, 81 matches. He's experienced, an average of 32. Doesn't often get time enough for his innings. White ball signal. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for Bangladesh. They need to make inroads into this Indian batting and at regular intervals, because that will then put the brakes on the scoring rate. It's about this time when the Indians will now be thinking of accelerating.
We know how well Mohammad Kaif played yesterday, but it's a bit of a surprise for me, since Saurav Ganguly being a left-handed batsman who just got out. That's the way he got out. Just trying to clear the field, not really timing it, not really getting under it, and an easy catch for Khalid Mahmood Shujan.
As Wasim Akram sitting with Mr. Dalmia and Atar.
Ali Asghar Lobby to his right. President of the Bangladesh Cricket Board.
That could be his 50, and it is. Short ball, very well executed, between the gap, mid-wicket and long on. 2 bounces and out of the ground. So that takes Dravid to his 56th ODI 50.
This has been a very, very good knock from Rahul Dravid, picking up his 56th 50 with ease.
And again, this is a replay of the same delivery. Suddenly very, very short, Rajan Saleh. It's also past the 40th over. In the air, and he's gone. Straight into extra cover's hands. Rahul Dravid got too close to the delivery. Wanted to go over the top, but couldn't quite get the elevation. Murtaza taking the catch.
Beautiful delivery from Mohammad Rafiq. Draw the batsman out, Rahul Dravid. I think he just couldn't time it well. Went straight to Mashrafi. Look at this. Much elated Mohammad Rafiq picks up the wall of India. So he has to go back after playing a very good 60. So it's 247 for 4.
Hi, I'm Yuvraj Singh, 23 years of age and a left-hand batsman.
"23 years old, 111 matches. Strike rate is fabulous. Average 29, 216 half centuries. Normally plays at 6, so that conversion really not very indicative of anything other than shortage of time and overs. Difficult position to bat at number 6, because you seldom have an opportunity. You come in and you're expected to just go after the bowling immediately. Don't have time to settle. But he's done a more than fair job for India at number 6. Mohammad Kaif is wanting to go back. No, he doesn't. Bit of respect now for the Bangladeshis on the field.
Yuvraj Singh is here because of this. Good piece of bowling from Mohammad Rafiq. Beat him in the flight, could not reach, and hit it straight to that man again, Mashrafi bin Murtaza.
Easy single, easy single. 42 gone, 249 for 4.
That is beautifully placed. The man there had just been moved straighter, but I don't think even otherwise he would have got there. But it's been hit so easily, with such seeming lack of effort.
Yes, he picked his spot well. Hit it with the turn. Look at that, deliberately played wider of that fielder there at long on. One bounce over the boundary rope.
Now then, there was an appeal. What I'd like to see, oh dear, he must have hurt him on the shin. How far was it from Khalid Mahmood fielding at the 45-degree position? Got the feeling not too far away, but he's picked up a second boundary now. Already 17 from just 8 balls.
And this time he's hit it finer. Sweeping from the middle stump. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how far it was. But it was quite far.
He has to be fair to him. Now that's been timed beautifully. Kaif will look back, look for a second. That's well stopped. Very neatly done. Bangladesh are showing some legs even in the end overs.
Yes, they have shown great spirit while fielding, no question about it. Yesterday they were outstanding. Today perhaps not as good as they were yesterday, but still very good.
We've seen a couple of standouts: Aftab Ahmed, Mohammad Ashraful, Rajin Saleh. A little core forming there of good fielders. That'll run away for 4 as well. This is turning out to be a huge over. And the good thing about it from India's point of view is he's picking his spots beautifully. He's not playing rash shots, just picking his spots. And he might well smile. That is an awesome shot. That is a sensational shot. He's picked that from outside off stump. And Rafiq might well chew his fingernails. Might get a bit of elbow in there as well, because that was most frustrating from a bowler's point of view.
Absolutely right, because he did nothing wrong. He bowled the ball on a good length and he swept it from around the off stump. And that's why he was able to get the ball square rather than fine. There it is from outside the off stump. Oh, this is a brutal shot.
Takes him to 33 from 16 balls. The onslaught well and truly on. Down the wicket. How big is that? Fielder's coming underneath it. And he's going to watch it sail over. For a brief while, Rafiq must have thought the fielder at deep mid-wicket was going to be in the picture. And then he watched it just sail over him. This is a very special innings from Yuvraj Singh.
Indeed it is, because he's again hit it with the turn. He's given himself a bit of room to try and hit it to the onside. He's gone towards the pitch of the ball.
A sigh of relief for Rafiq. Yuvraj takes a single. Already 11 from this over.
There it is. He went towards the pitch of the ball so that he could hit it with the turn. And yes, he has gone over the fielder there.
This game is unforgiving even to the very best. Rafiq's bowled pretty well. 16 in his previous over, 12 already. And outstanding cricket from Mohammad Kaif, who realizes that Yuvraj Singh is on a roll here. He's just knocking the ball around for singles. And throwing Yuvraj back in strike. This is very good one-day cricket. Another boundary. He just needs to pick his spot. Threw it down the leg side to prevent the charge. And he just went through with the shot anyway. 50 partnership comes up in 25 balls. This is brutal.
This is the reason actually I was wondering why he played the reverse sweep. He only got a single there. A couple of deliveries earlier, he played the reverse sweep, having hit a 4 and a 6. And now he's again used the sweep shot to very good effect, hitting it finer this time. So when he's getting boundaries, why look for the reverse sweep?
Last ball of his spell. Where does Rafiq bowl? In his backyard.
That's it.
This time he'll find the man, but he'll keep the strike as well. 17 came from the over, 33 from his last two. 299 for 4 with 4 to play. That is just unbelievable batting from Yuvraj Singh. He's gone up to his 50. And he's got there in 22 balls. And at the moment, as far as he's concerned, there could be just one fielder on the ground. All he's seeing is gaps.
This is a terrific, terrific display of batting, looking up to the skies and thanking his maker. This has come in only 22 deliveries.
He joins a small group that have got 15-22 balls for India. Now, how big is that? Fielder coming under it and just over. Just over. It's gone for 6, but a tantalizing 6. He's looking at the base of the bat that can go so far from the base. have gone out of Dhaka, it had come up the middle.
Well, this is exactly what I meant when saying if Yuvraj settles down for an over or two, he can then play the big shots. Yes, there it is. He's taken his time to settle down today. He's coming at a stage when quick runs were required, but even then he took his time.
It's going to be a stern test, and he's failed the first one because that ball has soared. I think his hands are going to be a bit sore by the end of it all, the umpire. This is a mighty blow.
Brings into question, is that a bat or is that a sledgehammer? Short. He's waited for it. Picked a spot off the front foot. Woo.
10 of this over already. Now, Yuvraj, 64 from 27. Krebs only had 10 balls in the partnership, and that's why I tell you, don't underestimate his role. He has put Yuvraj Singh back on the strike every single time. Every time he gets the strike, he's going off it, which is a very good sign in a partnership. Because then you can see shots like this. That has gone so quickly. That has gone so quickly, and Khalid Mahmood is saying, if somebody had to stop that, it would have had to be 5 times the speed of Carl Lewis. 328 for 4. Now he finds the gap himself as well. He's joined the party. Mohammad Kaif produces his first boundary, and that means this over is becoming far as well. 334 for 4. Will India hit 350 here? It's an amazing partnership. 93 have come from just 46 balls. That's 2 short of 8 overs. He's launched into that. Fielder is there. Aftab Ahmed takes the catch. And Yuvraj's show of belligerence, and what a show it was, has come to an end. Everyone around, you've got your money's worth. Thank you very much, says Yuvraj. What an innings.
I think he's a touch disappointed because I think he fancied getting close to 100. And why not? Because he was stroking the ball so well. He was middling just about everything. I don't think he middled this one. Might have hit, yes, the slow delivery, yes. I don't think he middled it. Might have hit more the bottom of the bat rather than the middle, because if it had hit the middle, it would have gone well over that fielder. But it hasn't. And he's walking back to the pavilion. 69 of 32. Brilliant, brilliant innings. 340 for 5.
Just a single brings Mahendra Singh Dhoni in strike. Anything after that Yuvraj show is going to be a bit of an anti-climax, but Dhoni's got a chance to strike a couple of lusty blows here. The third match, he's got 12 runs so far. Showed his very busy, bustling player yesterday. This is Yuvraj just missing.
It's very cleverly bowled up.
Now then, another player. This time he's coming under it, and it's gone over him. So there's yet another sting in the tail here. He went after it and he's cleared it.
His first ball, not an easy thing to do, but he's really whacked it. And has it gone through Nafis Iqbal's fingers?
Well, I think he was deep enough. Ball just went deeper. This time he's going to find a fielder, and they will take a single. So another huge over. 13 came from it. 50 overs are gone. And India, 348 for 5, I'm afraid, have delivered a stinging blow to Bangladesh just a day after, providing them with a threat. They've come down to earth with a bit of a thud here of Bangladesh. Yet, when we wake up tomorrow morning and read today's newspaper, we'll see what they have achieved. Today, I'm afraid it's all been very, very different. Nafis Iqbal is out there, averaging just 14, strike rate of 41, with 9 from 52 balls at Chittagong. Then have much to do yesterday. India mounting a ferocious challenge at the end. Rajin Saleh's come out to open the batting. So the experiment with Mohammad Rafiq is over. Averages 19.35. The best of 71. 3 half centuries for him, so he can bat. you can definitely feel. ODI Dhaka with the first ball. It's ball wide. Lagal was a bit surprised because maybe the ball went under the bat. We can have a quick look and see whether that happened. Yes, actually the ball went over the top of the bat. Did I hear someone say wide? So Bangladesh get off the mark. A run on the board. Huge shout. The batsman took his time getting back in. I heard two sounds on it.
Yeah, I think the shout was for a leg before wicket appeal, simply because I think the ball hit the pad first. There it is. Yes, I think it hit the pad first and then the bat. And that's why Agarkar was excited.
That's beautifully played. Just drifting on the pads. Boundary for Bangladesh.
It's a very good shot. On the pads, all right, but it was a good length delivery, and it had to be put away. It's a good length delivery, angled into him from a little wide of the crease. Nicely tucked away.
He's gone for it, and that'll go 1, 2, and into the boundary. Good lusty blow from Rajan Sadek. And it goes square to where he was, and into the boundary for 4. That can happen as well. Bangladesh 22 for no loss, 8 of the over. Straight back. Shahid Khan would have put a hand out to it, but it was hit pretty firmly. Rajan Sadek decided to get a move on.
Well, really the only person who could have caught it was the umpire. Zahir was game enough to try and get his hand to it, but it was going the other way. It's very difficult for a bowler, particularly a quicker bowler, to change track. So Alim Dar was the only man who could have taken that catch. But he preferred to be neutral. He moved out of the way.
Have you known of an umpire catching a ball?
Yes, once.
Don't go away, the story is coming up. 27 for no loss. Fantastic atmosphere under the lights here at the Bandhavandhu Stadium. Now who's the umpire, son?
Well, I haven't actually seen that, but I understand that Sir Raghavan, who was standing a little too close at square leg, and the ball was swept at him, and his natural reflex as a player was to catch it, so I think that's what he did. But mainly to protect himself, because he was very close apparently. It was a hot pace. He wasn't bothered about walking another 10 yards to the normal position of square leg.
Beautifully bowled. Just a hint of away movement after hitting the deck. That's all you need. It's not much point getting it to move 18 inches. Just a little bit to beat. Like just a little too much on this occasion. But really, that's all you need.
Well, this is the line, and this is the length that Agarkar should be looking to bowl most times. When you're bowling at about the speed that Agarkar and Zahid Khan are bowling,
that might go all the way as well. So Bangladesh have decided that if the ball's in the slot, they'll go for it, and they're taking their chances.
well, this one was a little further up, and Nafis Iqbal, making use of the field restrictions, has hit it over the top of mid-on. But truly, I think what Agarkar, Zahir should be doing is to watch Glenn McGrath. he's not express, but he's so accurate. And that is what they should be practicing all the time, to bowl in that channel.
Edge then taken by Dhoni, so the first wicket falls. ODI Dhaka picks up a wicket. And Bangladesh are 1 down to 35.
Yes, I think that's the range that he should be looking at, around the 5-meter range. He's also got the ball, therefore, to move a little bit away from the right-hander. Very disappointed, Nafis Iqbal. Have a look at this, shaping away towards the slips. Yes, that 5-meter range, and trying for a big hit. Dhoni taking the catch. Difficult one, made it look easy. Nafis Iqbal out for 10. Bangladesh have lost their first wicket for 31.
This is the time for him to perform. Outside edge, and it's too late now for Mohammad Rafi. Dravid never drops them. That was a simple one for Rahul Dravid.
Very cleverly bowled, short delivery. Like I said, fast bowlers all over the world, if he comes to bat, they're going to bowl short and just outside off stump. And that's what exactly happened there. Quick delivery and very comfortable catch. Dravid is one of the best 150th catch, including keeping as well, but still 150 catches, my God, what an achievement. And Zahid is excited. Mohammad Rafi goes for 0, Bangladesh 32 for 2.
Habibul Bashar, 31 years old, 58 games, 18.25 the average. Not much of a strike rate, but I can assure you, he's a lot better than those statistics suggest, and he's played a stellar role in the previous game. Captain, and he's there because Mohammad Rafi couldn't quite get behind the delivery. He was never behind it, and Rahul Dravid has got such soft hands. He's really an amazing slip fielder. Eight overs gone is 32 for 2. Shot, that's been hooked away handsomely. 4. Well played, Rajan Saleh.
Top shot, very difficult shot to play. Rajan Saleh, talent is very much there. Picked up the length quicker. And Agarkar, they're the most experienced bowler in the Indian side. 200 plus wonder wickets. One bouncing the fence. This is a very difficult shot to play in one-day cricket if you're on the front foot. This is my point of view. I was a tail-ender. I don't know about the batsman. Arun can tell you that.
Whatever foot, it's a tough shot to play with him, but he played it really well. Outside edge, and he's gone. Habibul Bashar gone for 2. The Bangladesh now really in deep trouble.
That was a good delivery. Clever bowling. Nice little outswing with extra bounce. And skipper played it away from the body. You can see the roll of the wrist there. His foot movement again. Front foot nowhere near. One-day cricket, your weight should be always on a front foot. And then if you bowl the short ball, then you set it. Habibul Bashar go for 2. Bangladesh struggling. 41 for 3.
Right hand top order batsman.
Mohammad Ashraful. Big young talent. 43 games. Improving all the time. At least one thing we are assured of, and that he's going to play his natural cricket, and that's always attacking. And under the circumstances, that's exactly what Bangladesh need. This is a great over. Just 2 runs and a wicket from it. 1 ball to go. That almost snuck through. It's 41 for 3.
That is a super shot. Rajan Saleh has pulled that beautifully.
Now that's a very good shot, and also shows you the quality of the player, because he's picked it up so quickly. We'll come back to that. 48 for 3. Didn't take long. Just clearing mid-off. The intention was to hit down the ground. It's come off a leading outside edge. And the crowd will take that.
There was a show of anguish in his face after he hit that shot. He thought maybe he'd put it into the hands. Luckily enough, just over the top of the middle fielder. There you go.
See the bat really moving in the hand there, just slicing it in the end. A few words exchanged. See down the track in a flash. If the field is up, he's going to have a go, there's no doubt about it. 57 for 3. That's it. There's no cross slip, so he'll get the boundary. And the 15 overs have been bowled, so the fielding restrictions don't apply. I still think with 349 to get, you've got to have a slip. You've got 3 wickets. You've got to fancy your chances. That would have been straight down Dravid's throat. What happens now? There is a slip in place.
Yes, and if you see, the ball is still moving a little bit. So you must have a slip in. There he is.
That's smash, fast cover. Might just reach the boundary. Dinesh Mongia there in the deep will cut that off. 3 runs comfortably taken. So the Bangladesh innings just gaining some momentum. This partnership worth 24. Oh, he's picked his spot nicely. Nice way to end the over. Mohammad Ashraful taking the attack to Sharma. 79 for 3.
It's got a lot of height, that one. And in the end, it's bounced a couple of times, but it's got the distance as well. So the runs are starting to come. 19 gone, it's 87 for 3.
Going to really decide whether Bangladesh make a serious challenge. Yeah, that's a lovely shot. 50 partnership comes with that boundary from Rajan Saleh.
And it's come at runner ball as well, and it's got the crowd cheering. They've come to watch the heroes bat. They're getting their money's worth. The result might seem improbable, but at least they're getting a bit of an exhibition here. Something's got unloosened from Rajan Saleh when he went to open the batting. What it was that was holding him back. And he'll sneak a single in. Throw at the non-striker then. Harbhajan was in front of the stumps.
Very well run. Risky, but some risks have to be taken at this stage. Dhoni would have been better off maybe trying to hit at his end, but he chose to hit at an end where there would be cover.
The interesting thing about that replay was that Dhoni got there pretty quickly. There it is, 51 from 52 balls. They've achieved pretty good time. On that run out, after Dhoni got there pretty quickly, and at one point it seemed Saleh was struggling. (92 for 3). He's found the gap, and that ball's going to curve away from the fielder and into the boundary for 4. A little too slow this bit, but then he's not happy. They are.
Well, no bowler is happy when he's hit for a boundary. The 2 young guns of Bangladesh cricket is up still to come. Promising cricketers, very, very skillful batsman. And look at the way he's found the gap. And because he's played a cut, the ball will curve away from the fielder, who's at deep cover.
22 overs gone. 101 for 3. 102 for 3. They're going for the second. There's going to be a run out of the non-strikers end. The throw is in easy. Oh dear, oh dear. Mohammad Ashraful is having to go away. It's never good when you run out, but he was charging down. He was coming to the danger end. So the batsman at that striker's end was really running to the safe end. And he chose not to.
Well, the question is whether, while crossing for the first run, Ashraful indicated to his partner that he would be looking for the second run. Because that is very crucial. The other thing to note is that it's gone to Zahir's throwing hand to his left. So he would be there. It is, I think Rajan Saleh has said no to him straight away. You cannot blame Rajan Saleh. You cannot blame Rajan Saleh. Sometimes, yeah, the blood can get a bit carried away. That's what's happened with Ashraful.
He's a good player, Aftab Ahmed. And he's replaced another fine young player, Mohammad Ashraful. And the run out, the replays of which we'll show you, happens so many times in school. Even after first-class cricket, you'll see that happening many times. One batsman charges down for a single, the other says no. That average is going to get better as it goes along. It already is. 19.14, strike rate of 57. Best of 67 in this series. Let's take a look at this run out. Ashraful has not even looked at Saleh. He's charged down the first, and he believes because he's coming to the danger end, he's got a right to come for the second.
Yes, but it's gone to Zahir Khan's throwing hand. There it is. If it had gone to his right, he has said no long before Rajan Saleh. He has not even looked back, and I think at that stage, there it is. He's now looking at him now.
.50 for Rajan Saleh.
That's the ball.
I don't think the crowd's alive to that yet. They'll slowly pick up. It's been a very well played innings. 72 balls. And that's why he should be batting for Bangladesh. I don't think the experiment with Rafiq is working. 7 fours. And very muted reaction from the crowd. I just wonder if they believe that he had a role in Ashraful's dismissal, because it's a very strange reaction.
Yes, because Ashraful is a very popular cricketer here, along with Rafiq. And maybe the crowd thinks that Rajan Saleh should have sacrificed his wicket.
Well, he couldn't. He's made 49 already. Aftab Ahmed will get off the mark. It's 104 for 4. Yes, the Bangladesh curve is, it's a bit like two relay runners running in distant laps. One in the first, one in the sixth. Quite far away from each other. It needs to go up though. It needs to go much further up that vertical axis. 9.44, the asking rate. It's gone.
Wide call by Alimdar, but I think if they've got to go after somebody, they've got to try and go after Harbhajan Singh. This was the last ball of Ganguly's previous over. Didn't quite get hold of it. Tendulkar had the time to run in. Oh, this is it. This is a boundary. They have to try and score off him. And the one way to do it is go down the pitch to him. And that'll make him bowl a little bit short. And once he bowls short, then you can cut him away like was done just now by Aftab. He's picked the spot well. There is a short third man and a deep cover.
This time he goes down the wicket. He's made good contact. That's 4. There was a long on and a long off, but he placed it well between the two.
And this was very well struck. As you mentioned, there was long on, so if the ball had to beat him, it had to be struck very powerfully and sweetly. He's done exactly that.
That's up in the air, and it's high, wide and handsome for 6. Zahir Khan was interested, but just for a brief moment there. That was struck in the middle of the bat.
Well, once again, very good footwork from Rajan Salik. This was tossed up by Harbhajan Singh, but he's down the track in a flash. Knows exactly where he's hitting it, no half measures. Clears Zahir comfortably. He's moved on to his highest score in one-day international cricket. It's now on 73. Excellent footwork. He made sure he timed that move just right. Now they all go up for the catch. The finger has gone up. And Harbhajan Singh gets the wicket. It's something he's been looking for. Just getting a little frustrated. But this time he does the job.
Well, Mahendra Dhoni has done the work for him behind the stumps, but he still didn't meet eye to eye with Harbhajan Singh. Very clear deflection there. Haji saw it, Alimdar saw it. Aftab Ahmed departs. For 9 of 13 deliveries, 138 for 5. Bangladesh's wicketkeeper batsman comes out to the middle. Not a very healthy average there, but then if you look at it in context of the fact that most of the Bangladeshi batsmen, in fact all of them, average well below 30. You have to look at each of his contributions individually to judge him as a batsman. Fifth wicket to fall for Bangladesh was that of Aftab Ahmed. It's taken comfortably by MS Dhoni, but as we mentioned to you earlier, Harbhajan had been having a go at Dhoni for quite a while, and even here he acknowledges him but doesn't look him in the eye.
He'll settle down, he'll settle down.
Single to end the over, it's 139 for 5. Once again, this time Yuvraj Singh goes up. And the faces seem to suggest that there was a nick. We'll have to wait for that. Shoot is obviously wondering what's going on.
Just looking at the reaction of the fielders, they felt it was a nick. I think it's gone off the face of the blade. The keeper has gone up straight away, and I think he's lucky to be still there.
Looking at the reaction of the batsman as well, he seemed to suggest that what's going on? Why on earth are you guys appealing? The animated character is Khalid Mashood. Here we see it again. That's not a bad shout, it is, it's good enough. Khalid Mashood was into the sweep shot. He probably thought the ball was drifting down the leg side. It didn't, it held its line. And Tendulkar's picked up another.
Sachin Tendulkar does it again for India. Oh, dead straight. No doubt an umpires might try to sweep that one off the stumps. Misses. And if you miss, he hits. You got to go back. Alimdar, no problem whatsoever. So he goes back for 10. It's 164 for 7.
28 matches.
They're going through their overs quickly. He's pulled it in the air and found the man in the deep. Sharma making no mistake. Third wicket for Tendulkar. And Khalid Mahmood Sujon departs.
He's not happy because he thought he could get a boundary on this. Didn't quite get it in the meat of the blade. The fielder at mid-wicket had to come in and take that. So Khalid Mahmood departs for 14. It's now 198 for 8. There would be a pretty close encounter or a fight for the man of the series. That's Murtaza. He's got 103 runs in 14 games. The best of 31.
That was yesterday, Arun, and a crucial time.
Absolutely. That's what got him the man of the match, along with the wickets that he got and made Bangladesh win. In fact, that 31-run burst in the end by Murtaza is what proved decisive in the context of the game. A no ball brings up to 200. This was another look at the catch.
For 8. For 8, and that's the card for you. Ashraful making 32. Top scorer Rajan Saleh played well for his 82. Whilst Saleh and Ashraful were together, it seemed as if Bangladesh could get a decent score in excess of 250, 260.
There have been performances that I was referring to. 6 wickets by Agarkar, 6 by Khalid Mahmood. This was the last wicket. Slightly short, but he just played it in the air. He was backing himself to go all the way and hit it for 6. That's the catch once again. His eyes were on the ball, head still. It's gone over the top, and this is a big one. This has gone all the way. 6 to Murtaza.
Well, the crowd love it. He's a crowd favourite. Young fast bowler. He fielded well yesterday, played a couple of big shots, and he's used the long handle to good effect here. Nice, clean strike. He again pulls it away on the onside and gets the boundary. So he's going to go down fighting, play a few shots, Murtaza.
Way to go. But I suppose that's the way he bats. Short ball is going to go, whatever the situation of the game. That's a good hit. Not only connected, but he did find the vacant area.
That's another big hit. Sails over long off for 6. Second 6 for Murtaza. And he gives the crowd something to cheer before this game gets over.
Such a clean hit, this one. It was a leg cutter. He picked it up well in the slot. Just gave it a huge heave over mid-off. Beautiful hit.
Inside edge this time, past the stumps. Another couple of runs. He wants the strike. The crowd doesn't mind that because there's some entertainment at least. Now this is the 6. Nice, clean follow through. Good hit. Sehwag continuing. Coming towards the end of this tour of Bangladesh for the Indians. This is the last game in the one-day series. Just one over remaining after this. India winning the Test series 2-0. And today looked like winning the one-day series 2-1. But Bangladesh had their day yesterday, setting India by 15 runs.
That was a bit of a scramble. Mashrafi wanted that. He wanted the strike, but he was taking on Mohammad Kaif's arm. But he had made it. He was pretty safe. He's really an impressive talent, Murtaza. Very athletic as well. That's been...
It's been hit so hard, Arun. That has gone to the boundary like a tracer bullet. I don't think too many shots have been hit harder than that today. Big man. Let go here.
Indeed, that's been bludgeoned. I mean, really sped to the boundary. And that's another one. So he's already 31. Yesterday he was 31 not out. And today 31 of 16.
Yes, soon becoming a real crowd favorite. There he goes again this time. Finds the man in the deep. He'll keep the strike with that single. 1 over remaining, 238 for 8. That swung away and just put down. That would have been an excellent catch. The ball was dipping on Jogendra Sharma. Never easy when it comes at that height.
Yes, this is an awkward catch. It may look easy if you're watching, but it doesn't have much elevation. Difficult to judge, and really dipped on him. But if it were a different circumstance in the match, maybe the fielder would himself have been a little more alive. Got his hands to it, but just wasn't balanced enough to take it.
He goes again. He's going down in style. That's a massive hit. Third 6 for Mashrafi. Bangladesh dressing room enjoy that.
He's got a very impressive swing of the bat. Full follow through. No inhibitions there.
And this time he's stumped. It's all over.
Bye-bye.
India have won the one-day series 2-1, but not before Bangladesh have played some shots, especially this man, Mashrafi Murtaza. He makes a career best today, and this is how he was dismissed.
Tendulkar, the wily Tendulkar, bowled a leg break, a little bit of turn on it. He knew that he was going for everything. And there you have it. Bye-bye. Tata. 4 wickets for Tendulkar, 246 for 9.
So that's the end of the game. India winning by 103 runs. In fact, there's one more wicket. I beg your pardon. I just lost the count here. 103 run win they've put there. It's 9 down. Just for a moment thought it was all over. Just 2 balls remaining. Nasibul Hasan comes out. Tendulkar's got 4 wickets, a chance for 5. And 2 balls remaining. So just 1 to go.
Last ball of this match, of this one-day series, and of this Indian tour of Bangladesh. Sachin Tendulkar has got a slip. He's got a deepish gully. He wants 5. He's got 4. That will be wide. Well, he's got another opportunity. He tried to bowl the wrong one. Huge turn, but not the right direction. Has been pulled away. It should be 4. And it's a no ball. So he has another opportunity.
Well, the 250 comes up for Bangladesh, so they'll be pretty happy with that effort in the end. 350 was always out of reach. Big no ball. So still 1 ball remaining in this one-day series. And that will go through to the boundary. So Bangladesh finish on 257. India winning by 91 runs. And it's been a good one-day series. India winning the first game convincingly. Then Bangladesh pulling one off against India yesterday. And India wrapping things up today quite comfortably. 257 for 9. India win the one-day series 2-1.
Well, Bangladesh will feel a little satisfied that they've come out not annihilated. They've come out competing and competing well. They'll take a lot of heart from their performance. They have a lot to be proud of. There's some good performances on the field, great fielding performances. And of course, that match that they won yesterday. That's the feather in their cap, and that Dev Watmore would be very satisfied with the performance of the Bangladesh team. The Indians, relieved, they were under slight pressure, even if they didn't want to admit it. Going into this game, the big wigs of Indian cricket, the Tendulkar, Ganguly, Dravid, were all under pressure, and they performed. Every one of them getting runs. Really did it in style.